In this video, we'll cover how to count giant kelp along transects using a quadrat.
All of the data you collect should be recorded on a data sheet, preferably on waterproof paper. All of the measurements should be in metric.
The kelp beds you'll survey might be along a shoreline, around a rocky outcropping, or out in open water. And each of these kelp beds might have sections where kelp is present in higher or lower densities. Visualize a straight line across the kelp bed. This is your transect. When choosing a transect path, visualize a line across the bed that, as much as possible, represents kelp densities within the bed. If a bed is too big to survey in its entirety, select a section that's representative of the whole and place your transects within it. For large kelp beds, complete as many transects as time and the tide will allow. When collecting quadrat data, the tide should be below 1.5 meters. Additional transects should be separated by at least 6 meters. Depending on the bed, transects might not always run parallel with each other. Be sure to record location and depth measurements at the start and end of each transect. This step is explained in detail in the next video, called Recording Transect Locations and Depths. Use a 1 square meter quadrat to count giant kelp fronds along the transect. Your first quadrat should be located at the start of your transect line. Count all of the fronds on the water surface within the quadrat. Only measure stipes that are attached to bulbs located inside the quadrat.
Another important part of Tier 2 is to estimate the bryozoan coverage on the kelp within your quadrat. For more detailed information on monitoring bryozoan cover, see our video on estimating bryozoan coverage on kelp.
When you're finished with one quadrat, flip the quadrat 3 times along the transect to move ahead 3 meters. This is your next quadrat location. Continue until you reach the end of the transect.